Good morning, friends. This is time for the pre-market report for 22nd of February 2022. This is being brought to you by 5paisa.com. Today's report will be English. I will be alternating between English and Hindi as we have viewers from both languages. Well, overnight, what has happened is that Vladimir Putin has recognized independence of two areas in Ukraine, which are being controlled by Russian separatists. And as of this morning, Russian forces have entered those two places as peacekeeping force. Obviously, the West does not like it, but so far there does not seem to be any kind of military intervention by NATO or by US forces. So the sense appears to be that while there will be sanctions, etc., and a lot of condemnation, but unlikely that there will be significant military opposition to Russia. And now that Russian forces are in Ukraine, so basically the end game is playing out, and within the next couple of days, I would think whatever needs to happen is going to happen, and then markets could move on. So that way, it's clear that from yesterday's speech that Putin basically does not trust the West, and he wants to undo uh, what was done in the breaking of uh, this USSR in 1990. So that way, realignments are happening, and often, as we saw in the case of Georgia, Crimea, that the West does not, intervene when it does not impact them directly. They tried in Iraq and Afghanistan, etc., and they got into lots of trouble. So, from a very market type point of view, I would think that maybe some more volatility and then the markets move on from here. And the idea should be to buy into uh, whatever decline we get this morning. Unlikely that this war will get, very bloody and, bombs will fly around. It will basically be sanctions and, you know, Russia just taking what it wants to take. So that way, any excursion closer to 17,000 should allow you to buy. Similarly, any excursion closer to say 37, 300 thereabouts should allow you to buy on Bank Nifty, and then hang on to those positions for a couple of weeks. So that way, now today is the D day. So whatever needs to happen will happen today, and more or less uh, should be done by afternoon, because markets will price in any sort of action that is coming. As far as uh, stock calls are concerned, you can buy into Wipro with a stop of about 564, target of 585. Dabur can be bought with a stop at about 547, target of 565. Maruti you can buy with a stop of about 85.55, target of 87.40. You can sell Hindalco with a uh, stop of about 518, target of 503, and buy Infosys with a stop of about 1718 and target of about 1752. That should be it. It should be interesting, volatile day. Lots of news flow still coming in, but I think we are closer to the end of this uncertainty than to the beginning of it. And geopolitics, might is right, and finally the powerful prevail. So that should be it. Take care, trade well. This presentation was brought to you by 5paisa.com, and have a good trading day ahead.